you said that your mixed class with AP and the 5-level courses doesn't
Yes.
work.
No, it did not work the years we tried.
Okay, then let me ask you a question. Why are we spending a fortune on Dr. Shackelford, who ran his differentiated instruction, and why can't it be practiced at that level in those class numbers?
Because the AP is largely test preparation.
And that can't
And
be done?
It's not, you could do it,
Okay.
but theoretically, it's possible. We've tried it, and we found that the kids that were in Spanish 5 or French 5 were slighted because the AP is so resource dependent on the teacher to provide the instruction to that group, that the other group, basically for the month of April, is self-instructs. And I don't think that's a situation that people would like to see happen.
So then you're saying that even with the use of the differentiated instruction model that Dr. Shackelford is being paid to introduce, that we couldn't provide these students with the requisite coursework, reading assignments, and direct instruction to facilitate successful completion of the AP exam.
Well, I haven't been to any of the workshops that Dr. Shackelford has provided,
But
so.
Dr. Shackelford doesn't support AP anyway.
I don't care, but he's still
I mean,
charging
but
us
you're
$30,000 to
asking-
teach integrated.
You're asking why the workshop wouldn't necessarily prepare us. That's not what he talks about. He talks about ultimately differentiating your instruction in a homogeneous group. It's not for AP versus, it's not for teaching test-taking strategies.
Now, hold
Right,
it.
I think
What-
the challenge-
Excuse me, Meredith. Excuse me. I'd like to direct this to Principal Rogers, if you don't mind. So you're saying that none of the requirements can be provided to AP students in the course of the school year, but yet you want to transfer it to the summer, and have you budgeted for the teachers to take care of that in the summer?
No.
Well, I don't get it.
So I think two things that I would say. One is that the AP curriculum is very prescribed. It's very regimented. That's different than what we do in all of our other courses, where you have the option to differentiate and the flexibility. The AP curriculum is a prescribed curriculum, and you must submit documentation of how you're meeting their standards in your instruction. Beyond that,
As far as the summer piece goes, we budget for curriculum development money in the summer and for summer work every year. Tom and Steve have chosen they'll use that money in order to provide this service for the kids.
But
But it's not something we budgeted for or planned ahead of time.
That's
This is
really-
just an option.
That's very laudable, but we're talking about college, high school seniors, and I guess, but they don't have the same experience I had, because I'm an old guy. But I had to work every summer, and summer school was never an option for me. And I suppose kids in Durham can do that, or if that's what your supposition is. I would suggest, though, that if you can't do that, then how active is your guidance, are your guidance people in terms of taking advantage of the CATS program?
Excuse me.
Go ahead, Howard.
I feel as if we're getting far afield. I thought tonight was really meant to be a report from Principal Rogers about her thinking and how she went about deciding with the input of faculty how we got to the course selection that will be offered next year. I mean, if we want to talk about instructional technique, about are we looking at summer schedules or summer school budgets, if we're looking at AP courses and the merit of them or they're not, I mean, that's another discussion, but I just hope that we're going to stay focused on, I thought it was meant to be a report and not a debate tonight, because this is not down as a discussion item, it's really down as a report, and I don't know, did you complete your report?
I'm done.
Very good. So I don't know if you want to try and bring it back or not.
Can I just have a closing statement? Then? It's just that if our mission statement is to engage every learner, how are you going to re-engage the students who have not been allowed to take AP courses?
I have every confidence that Tom Hausman and Steve Lord can keep those students engaged and focused and challenged in those classes. I think I would bet my life on it.
Thank you,
I
Laura.
don't think any of them will say that they're bored or not challenged or there isn't enough rigor in those classes.